I support President Trump's national security agenda to rebuild the military, to build the wall, and his stay on immigrants from known terrorist countries. In addition to that, his stay on the refugee resettlement program. The refugee resettlement program is not only a national security threat, it is a drain on taxpayers. The 2015 report on this program said that 93% of those refugees that came into the country that year were on welfare programs. And 4 years later, 60% remain on welfare programs. We must put a stop to the refugee resettlement program. As a member of Congress, I will sponsor legislation that will repeal the Refugee Resettlement Act of 1980. I'm also very pro-Second Amendment. I was raised in a household of all girls, but our father was a fighter pilot in the United States Air Force. He retired as a general officer, and he raised his young women like tomboys. We hunted, and I carried guns at a very young age, and I'm quite a good shot. I've liked to brag throughout the campaign that I can outshoot most men, and I've been challenged, so there's going to be some target practice going on after the election. I also own or possess a concealed weapons permit, and I do carry, and I've been featured in my latest television ad holding an AR-15. Have any of you seen that television ad? Well, that ad has created quite a stir. In fact, I have been attacked by the left continually for the last 3 days. Have you ever heard of Linda Sarsour? Well, if you don't know who she is, she's characterized as a Palestinian American. She is pro-Sharia law, and she led the Women's March in D.C. Well, Linda Sarsour yesterday tweeted that South Carolina has got to stop Sheri Few. So the left is afraid of me. They're not afraid of the other candidates in this race. They're fine if Tommy Pope gets elected. They're fine if Ralph Norman gets elected. They're especially fine if Tom Mulliken, the Democrat, gets elected. But they're afraid of Sheri Few. And why are they afraid of Sheri Few? Because Sheri Few will expose them, and she will confront them, and she will defeat them. And that's why I'm running for Congress. And that's the kind of person I know that you want in Congress. You don't want a weak-kneed politician that caves and folds to political correctness, like the two legislators running in this race who folded after the horrible tragedy in Charleston and voted to remove the Confederate flag from our State House grounds.